Champions League. An incredible performance from them in victory over Gaziantep. Neptunas really did show that offensive quality they have. They have a very deep and star-studded roster. 3 of their players will be in that Lithuanian team alongside Arnoldas Gulbuka, the young 19-year-old, trying to face off and in the first qualifying phase of the 2019 World Championships. So last week, that victory, they scored 30 points in the opening quarter, 28 points in every quarter after that. An incredible performance from them. Team basketball all around. There's, they had 5 players in double figures, 62% from three-point range, 54% for 3, as they made 13 threes, 26 assists on the game. And Gaziantep, who played pretty well themselves, really, just had no answer to the free scoring of the Neptunas team. There is their lineup. Now on the floor, ready to get underway. And first, the crowd will be introduced to hometown Capital Orlando team. We said they have come into this game despite their struggles in the Basketball Champions Leagues with some momentum coming from the Italian Liga A, and that improved with a solid 73-56 victory for them this past weekend. It's a strong performance from Justin Edwards, Denis Ikolov and Jakub Wojciechowski. And 3 double-figure scorers in the starting 5, and then Mirza Alibegovic off the bench, 4 of 8 for 3 he was himself. And after talking about the hot shooting of the Lithuanian team, is the Capo Orlando team with some changes to the lineup. And we'll see if they have the desired effect here in the Basketball Champions League. Last time out, that huge defeat against Tenerife, of course, the current champions, Tenerife, after winning the Final Four last year on their hometown floor. The Ibero star Tenerife really did put the sword to Capo Orlando last week. A victory of 88-47. So we'll see if there'll be any response from this Capo Orlando team after the disappointment last week, or can they use that momentum from the Liga A games? Very subdued lineup coming out onto the floor for Capo Orlando. So often we see the high tempo, loud music. More mellow introduction than we see for a number of these teams. It is a young team, and we'll see how they will react facing off against this offensive firepower of Neptunas here in the Basketball Champions League. There are 2 of our 3 officials. There's the third, just popping into your picture as well. Soropovic, Kalecic, Velikov from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Slovakia and Bulgaria, respectively. There will be the 3 in charge here in Sicily tonight for this Group B encounter. So the Neptunas starting lineup. It is Juan Palacios starting at centre, the veteran Sabutis, Vučkevičius, Zalonis, and then also the guard of Gurdjūnas, Gauskas Gurdjūnas, one of those 3 Lithuanian members of the World Cup qualifying team for head coach Kazis Max Svitus, the man in charge, and you have to give him credit on the sideline. team really have been performing well. They've been improving or performing steadily, both domestically, where they've recorded just 2 defeats in their opening 10 games. And then this 3-1 record, only defeat coming on the road to Ludwigsburg. This is, however, just their 2nd game on the road. As we look at the Capo d'Orlando team, Kulbuka and Erding make up the first 2 names there. Both of those 19 years of age. Justin Edwards, Ikolov and Wojciechowski, the starting lineup. So it is a young team for Capo d'Orlando, going with that exciting backcourt though. And many spectators out there very excited by the future ahead of Arnaldas Kulbuka, the man who led the Lithuanian under-19 team in scoring this past summer in the World Championships. He's a key performer for Coach Di Carlo, the man on the sideline for Capo d'Orlando. So, the players nearly set to get underway here in Basketball Champions League action. Game day 5. Will this be the game where Capo d'Orlando, back at home, record their first victory? They're facing off against the Neptunas team, a 3-1 record. But they have been on the road just once this season, Neptunas, and that was the defeat they suffered to MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. So, Neptunas, is it hometown cooking that sees them through, or can they replicate that form they've showed at home here on the road in Sicily? Capo d'Orlando now onto the floor. They are wearing those white uniforms. There they are, bit of yellow trim for them. Kulbuka, the number 8 there, the baby-faced assassin, the 3-point threat. And now Neptunas in their blue uniforms with the white trim join them on the floor. Hello and welcome then. It is game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. We are in Sicily. But first of all, we're going to have a delay on the game. Before we get too carried away, Arnaldas Wojciechowski, I'm not sure what's the matter. Appears to be a problem with the bandage he has around that hip, that calf. So he removes his shoe and he will be removing the calf. Protection there. And now he's going to put it back on. As everybody stands and watches. It's because of the colour, I believe. Everybody needs to be matching. So the blue did not go with the black colour shown by his teammates. And we will still await the opening tip here in Sicily. Finally, look like we're okay. Arnaldas Wojciechowski is set. And we are ready to get underway then. Game day 5, Basketball Champions League action. Welcome to you from Sicily. The opening tip is up. Mario Erding controls the ball for Capo d'Orlando. And the young 19-year-old Slovakian reverses it. And it is man-to-man defense for Neptunas. It is Erding once again. Slips down the pass. Little miscommunication, but he'll pick it up again. Tough shot from him, fading away. And a strong rebound and push. Leads to the easy 2 right off the bat for Edgardas Jalonis. And the man who Basketball Champions League fans will remember from last season playing for Ventspils, gets us off the board here. Pick and pop. There's the little inside pass turned over. Neptunas looking like they want to get out in transition once again. It is Cavicius, the extra pass. Now he has it once again on the inside. His short kick out. Finds Jonas. So his jump shot fails. Edwards comes down. Erding has to slow it. And set now. Orlando looking for their first score. Erding thought about penetrating. It was cut away. Wojciechowski can't finish. And it is Neptunas pushing once more. Quick screen comes. Yunus all the way. Far too easy. At the ring. 2 wide open layups for Neptunas then. There is the defense on this. Look, like the parting of the Red Sea. No one stopped the threat of the ball. And a solid start for a high-powered offensive team. Kulbuka puts it on the floor, slices in. Oh, great change of hands, but the finish just bounces clear. Palacios grabs in the rebound. And it is in the hands of Godunus once again. Here he is. Just steps back, wide open. It's the front of the ring, though. Kulbuka will push. Edwards now with the ball, far side to Erding. He gets into the lane. Can he finish? No. Great opportunity for Mario Erding. Couldn't take it, though. Well, there might be one more as Neptunas turn it over. Erding isn't quick enough. It's a poor pass from Edwards. Just kind of skidded off the surface outside of the reach of Mario Erding. The crowd, though, trying to get behind their team here. Yunus. Now it is Uchikevicus to Juan Palacios. Knocks it down. Well, the Colombian played his basketball at the University of Louisville. Knocks down his first 2. Kulbuka. Can't find any room. Eventually, Golov gives it over to the 3 from Wojciechowski. Can't fall. Neptunas looking under control here. They go to the inside, but a pass mishandled by Zalonis. Edgardas Zalonis, then, we said, played basketball Champions League last season, albeit for the Latvian team, Ventspils. And we're going to have an early timeout here. A stuttering start as Capo Orlando will talk about this one early. They have not got their rhythm offensively. 0 of 5 they are from the field. Still. Just have not found that rhythm.
Giochi il screen fino a che il tuo non rimane nel blocco, perché non stai prendendo un vantaggio. Allora pressi la palla, corri per venire in attacco e quando usi pick and roll, re-screen, ok? Watch out press. Next call, special Justin, ok? Go!
Well, you can see it's the offensive end that Coach DiCarlo is discussing with his team. Wants them to show a bit of patience, use a pick and roll, re-screen if the first opportunity isn't there. This particular offense, look for Justin Edwards to get involved. And Neptunas really looking comfortable already in this game. Only 3.5 minutes in, but and everything they needed to. They've denied the ball, made it difficult for Capo Orlando to get that rhythm. And they have the 6-point lead. They'll come with a bit of pressure and they're going to get another turnover. Already then 3 turnovers against Capo Orlando. And Neptunas have a chance to make it an 8-0 start here. And line possession. Here is Zalonis. Zalonis can't get it to go. Edwards snatches in the rebound. Here he comes. Edwards cut off well, though. Now, Wojciechowski will re-screen. Exactly like the coach asked, and Erding gets the wide open look, but he comes up way short. Oh, the action was right. It got a good clean look, but Mario Erding can't finish it off. Sabutis reverses it. Gilonis. He's going to be called for the offensive foul, just the screen, as he tried to free up Mindauskas Goodunus. Just too much. Just couldn't quite see that one on the repeat. Erding then, great experience. Brings it down comfortably. Edwards has some room. Hangs in the air, fouled. Well, finally a chance for Capital Orlando then. See if they can get on the scoreboard here. Edwards, look at the little slide by. Man was in front, but great body control from him. Just avoids the contact, jumps to his left. Earns himself that trip to the line. He steadies himself then. Makes the first. Second is good. Capital Orlando on the board now. Gerjunas slips it to the inside. Tough finish. Vichkevicius gets the finish. And Capital Orlando needs something to change the rhythm of this game. I don't know if they can play as slow as they are now and have the quality to defeat this Neptunas team. Problem is, we know from the 114 they scored last week, you try and run with Neptunas, make it a fast game, and they can put points on the board. As Ikolov will get himself a trip to the line. First does not fall though. Foul against number 7, Limonis Gisilos. Seeing his action nice and early. First substitution coming in for the Neptunas team. As he hands it back to Goodunus. Now he'll have it far side. Back to Goodunus again. Steps inside, great first step, but his jump shot bounces clear. Once more, Neptunas have it. Oh, good bounce pass to the inside, but a finish. Not sure how it ended up short. It's going to stay with Neptunas. Looks like the referee deemed it to be deflected. So now Sabutis has it. A veteran, 15-year pro. Didn't see the shot clock on that one. And there will be a 24-second violation to the frustration of Kazis Max Vitus, the head coach of the Neptunas team. He's Erding. Again, controls the ball. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards has been that scoring threat. Slices into the lane. Good extra pass. And the jump shot, though, doesn't fall for Ikolov. It is going to go out of bounds off Palacios. And it'll be end-line possession. Palacios just couldn't pull it in. Erding trying to find something. Gets it to Ikolov, and he gets the finish. Ikolov moves to 3 points. They're staying within touching distance then. Capital Orlando, chick foul against Edwards. First against the team. Sabutis using that experience there. There it is. Gerzunas off the screen. Good defense from Capital Orlando. Now Palacios, far side, squaring up against Wojciechowski. And just rises up and knocks it down over the Polish international. Palacios moves to 4. Perfect from the field. Edwards spins, gets into the lane, stays with the rebound. At the second attempt, can he get it? Yes, he can. Well, Edwards needed 3 shots. And the second offensive rebound got him the score. Irving runs into the screen. Recovers now, but Palacios, that's his range right there. Can't hit this one. Edwards is fouled. Throws the head back to show the referee. Noise, good Yunus. Could be the hard foul. Don't see a lot wrong with that. So substitutions are going to come in then. Neptunas will bring in, for the first time this season, the number 5, Jerry Johnson. So, Jerry Johnson grew up right at university in the United States. He's an American Kazakhstani. And played in Kazakhstan, picking up 4 Kazakhstan Basketball League titles. Here he is with the ball. Looking to the inside. They want to go to the mismatch. Can they find him? Yes, they can. And now in the low post. Edwards trying to play some good defense, and he does. He manages to tip it away from Kisalonis. This Edwards gets a hand on it there, surely. Crowd didn't like it. Shot clock to 5. Will Neptunas get a good attempt away this time? Remember, they had a 24-second violation a couple of minutes ago. Similar set of circumstances. Sabutis again. This time he'll fire up the 3, and he knocks it down. Just like that. And on to Sabutis. He's averaging 13 points a game. And it is 13 points that Neptunas have here in a slow tempo first quarter. Erding trying to find some room. Has to go to Wojciechowski. And now Edwards has it as he is fouled by Sabutis. Well, Sabutis is going to love that matchup. As his career has gone on, he's always played great defense. And now to Sabutis. Remember, he was drafted all the way back in 2007 into the NBA. 50th pick. A very experienced head as he picks up his first foul. And Justin Edwards will be at the line. Edwards moves to 5. One of 2 players to have scored for Capital Orlando. Looks like they're going to have a substitution. First sub of the game for them. But it's going to have to wait as Edwards can't hit the second. Johnson starts off the offense for Neptunas. Oh, good penetration, but Vichkovic couldn't finish. And here comes Edwards once again. Kulbuka has great 3-point range, can't get it away that time. Wojciechowski kicks it, Edwards thought about it. Now he'll skip it. This time Kulbuka does get it away. Can't finish, but look at Wojciechowski there to tip it home. Oh, great play from Jakub Wojciechowski. Capital Orlando within 3. Johnson hits the man going back door and a strong finish. Kisselis gets the dunk. Great movement off the ball from him. And a good feed as well. A little bounce pass. Fed him perfectly. Erding skips it inside. And the jump hook is good for Wojciechowski. 4 in a row for the big pole. Now he's got to play some defense. Sabutis takes the hand off and knocks down the mid-range jump shot. And now the Sabutis moves to 5. Inside the final minute of this first quarter already. Comes off the screen, kicks it. Wojciechowski, good step from him, takes the hit, driving to the basket. It looks like Simis Gaudicus will pick up the first foul. Gaudicus confirmed the number 21, like a brick wall, was not to be moved. I mean, Wojciechowski is a big man himself. He will now be at the line. Can't make the first though. His second is good, and he will now take a quick breather here. Erding also goes out. First substitutions for Capital Orlando on the game. As they'll extend the pressure up the floor here. Dellas and Lagana in for the first time. Lagana guards Johnson at the point. Sabutis goes back to the three for Delinkaitis. And that is what he does. Thomas Delinkaitis knocks down the three. Opens up a 7-point lead now for Neptunas. Final 10 seconds, first quarter. Edwards draws two defenders. Can he find the open man? He gets it to Dellas. He'll have to take the three. Not a high quality shot the end of the first quarter for Capital Orlando, but credit to the defense of Neptunas, as they have played well here in the first 10 minutes and have a 20-13 lead at the end of the first quarter. There is a confirmation then. Well, we know Neptunas Klaipeda can score with the best teams in the Basketball Champions League. We had question marks over their play on the road and perhaps their defense, but right now, look at that. They've held Capital Orlando to 36% for two-point range, 0 of 5 for three-point range as well. So they have proved they can be a two-way team, not just on the offensive end. And the questions right now are all for the hometown team of Capital Orlando. How are they going to stay close? And they seem to be trying to control the tempo, not letting the Lithuanian team run. As we see some of those highlights from the first quarter, they've all been Capital Orlando so far. Good strong play from them. 7 assists in that first 10 minutes. They now have their biggest lead of the game at 7 points. And the question is, how can the Italian team score enough points to keep this game close? Sabutis knocks down his long jump shot. They've had just 3 scorers. Capital Orlando, 5 points for Edwards, 5 for Wojciechowski, and 3 for Denis Ikolov. It's really their Lithuanian. It's Anas Korbuka who's going to need to try and get going for their team. The number 8 scoreless in that first quarter remains out there on the floor as there's a foul on the opening possession. Capital Orlando, Korbuka, Lagana, Dellas, Edwards, and Ikovlev make up the 5, same 5 for them. Neptunas, Johnson, Giselus, Delinkaitis, Sabutis, and Gaudius. All the way, far too easy. Sabutis, another 2 points. He's the leading scorer for his team now. He's got 7. High man in the game, largest lead of the game at 9. Cool Booker trying to find some room, can't be free. Edwards has a little glimmer of space, kicks it. Wide open look in the corner. Lagana doesn't go for him though. Saved well by Neptunas, who'll look to run here. No advantage for them, but Johnson's going to pull it out, swiftly get into a play. Gets it back now. Comes off that quick screen. Johnson into the lane. Is fouled. Whistle went before Gadikus picks it up and scores. Sideline possession will be brought in by Sabutis then. Here's Johnson. To Sabutis, they'll go to the inside and an offensive foul. Thought that was going to be against Edwards, which would have been big because that would have been his second foul. And instead, it was against Giselus. Very powerful inside force for Neptunas. Well, that says Sabutis, but the foul was Giselus. And number 7. Same play, trying to run it for Kulbuka, but he's denied again. Good switching defense of Neptunas. As now a foul will be called. As Mario Delas had the step. Little fake there from the big Croatian. Substitution. Seems Alibegovic coming in. Substitution for Neptunas. Wholesale changes for them. Palacios comes back in. As does Jelonis. Delas dances into the middle to Alibegovic. Comes in. Can't have the immediate impact. His 3 rattles out. Pushed going the other way by Delininkaitis. And then the inside passing. Beautiful play from Jelonis to Palacios. 11-point lead now for Neptunas, starting to turn the screws. 4-0 run here in the start of the second quarter as a foul is called. Spitkovicius. I think the foul was against him. It is against Jelonis. Capital Orlando will have another sub here. And comes Artis Stoutens. Stoutens comes to set this high screen then. Trying to free up Lagana. Edwards at the top. He'll use the screen. Draws 2 people. His pass, a good one to Delas. His finish doesn't go. Good work from Edwards on the glass. Delas will draw the foul. Well, Delas and Edwards, great hustle from them. Great second effort. And they will be rewarded with 2 free throws here for Mario Delas. That's what they deserve, really. The foul was called. Delas. Fouls on the second. Kevicius reverses it. Now it's into the corner. Back now into the hands of Delininkaitis. His pass to Johnson. Johnson, 5 on the clock. Finds a little room with a crossover. Jump shot doesn't go. Great work on the glass. Palacios can't finish. And Matus Eutychus will earn himself a trip to the line. There he is, Eutychus. Staying with it. He will have 2 shots. Just picked up the personal foul on the opposite end. Eutychus. .23-year-old sent up 6'9". Knocks it down. And establishes this lead then for Neptunas. And they're going to change defense into a 2-3 zone here. On a match up. He will give up some open shots. Also changes as Edwards does get that open look, and he is able to knock it down. Oh, Justin Edwards has been a constant threat here in the opening stages of this game. Uticus into the hands of Johnson. Johnson finds him again, rolling to the ring. Too strong on the finish. There's Capo Orlando will push. Ali Begovic. Goes into the hands of Stoutons. And his effort alongside Delas gets it back. As Johnson can't handle it. Here we go, Stoutons penetrating to the ring. Delas ready to bring it in. Fires it into the backcourt. Matteo Lagana trying to find some room. They want it into the hands of Delas. Here he is. 2 feet in the lane. His little bounce pass. Deflected away. And the cut of Stoutons is now Johnson and Palacios trying to combine. Palacios goes back to Johnson. Oh, and a nice feed from him to find the cutting man. That is a good finish from Uticus. It was all about the pass, though, of Johnson. Edwards again trying to find that room. Cross court. Goes out of bounds. Edwards frustrated. Walks to the side. And it is going to be a timeout. Midway through this second quarter then. This lead kind of saying consistent around the double digit, around the 10-point mark. Neptunas have opened it up, but they can't shake away Capo Orlando. You still have to find that rhythm here offensively especially.
First of all, we can alternate with Del. Okay, Arthur, you can attack him. Okay, you can attack therefore, or you can call shake. Just you call shake. Entry pass to 5, give the ball to Mario. Mario screen Arthur. And Arthur screen the ball. Shake. Ball entry to 5. Attack pick and roll, put the ball to Marione. And watch out Tylo to finish. Okay? Capito? Let's go. Haydi.
Out of this timeout then. 10-point advantage for Neptunas. Capo Orlando just 17 points in 14 minutes here. Points have been a struggle for the Italian team. And now Justin Edwards, 8 points. I'm not sure where they'd be right now. A long way off any chance in this game, that's for sure. But with him, they're alive. Neptunas, bring it down. It's Dezunas. Now, Delinkaitis. He'll pull up for 3. In and out for him. Good rebounds by Lagana. He'll try and run in transition. Immediately to the inside. Stoutons can't finish. And Edwards is going to pick up the offensive foul. So this is the only problem for Capo Orlando. They're relying on Justin Edwards so much. He's just picked up his 2nd foul. 2 cheap ones, really, as well, and he's going to have to go out for a blow. Who's going to pick up the slack for him? That's the question. Kulbuka's come back in. Let's see if he can get going. Good Jonas. Loose pass. Palacios manages to save it. Shot clock to 5. The little step back 3 doesn't go, and a 5 for the rebound. Was won by Capo Orlando, but illegally so, as it looks like Mario Delas is going to be called for the foul. Let's have another look. Delas just pushed down Mindauskas Gurjunas. Delinkaitis goes out, and Reynaldo Sabutis comes back in. Loose ball foul. Team fouls against Capo Orlando means there'll be 2 shots here. for Neptunas. First is good. Now, Mendautis Gudjunas is one of that trio of players from Neptunas, searching for one of those 12 spots on the Lithuanian national team. 15 players selected for them today to take part in the qualification windows in November. There's another man as part of that 15 on a Capital Orlando team called Booker, turns it over. Now he's got a guard, Yunus, who's looking to the inside. And they want a touch for Palacios. He doesn't get it. The pass couldn't be handled. And now Ali Begovic will get the score and the foul. There was an opportunity for Neptunas to stretch their lead. They didn't take it. And Ali Begovic just sells that little fake to the middle. That is enough for him to get to the line. And a chance for one more. Here's Ali Begovic averaging less than 5 points per game. There's 3 on that possession alone. Lagana goes out. Mario Ering comes back in. Pressure coming from Capital Orlando. Sabutis finds some room and successfully gets it into the hands of Gudjunas. Quick screen and foul against Ali Begovic. Sabutis just too experienced there. Ali Begovic too close. Moshes knows exactly what he's doing. Sabutis straight into the arms. Draws the contact and gets himself the trip to the line. Easy as you like, didn't have to do anything but draw that foul. Substitution. Neptunas bring back in the Monas Kisilos. Sabutis continues his strong game. 8 points for him now. Ties Justin Edwards as the game's leading scorer. And he makes the second. Well, we said that lead was staying around that 10-point margin. It's doing exactly that. That's cool. Booker still can't get it going. Mario Erding calls the play. Gets into the lane, kicks it out. Ali Begovic is fouled and will knock it down. Sabutis doesn't like the call. Ali Begovic. Well, that's 2 threes for him. First of all, the old-fashioned way, and now from beyond the 3-point line as well, with a chance to add another one. Ali Begovic, 6 points in a hurry, exactly what Capital Orlando needed. A scoring punch off the bench, a little confidence maybe for Coach DiCarlo's team. And Ali Begovic adds the bonus. Now he's knocked to the floor. The 3 doesn't go, and a chance to run. But the pass too loose, looking for Kulbuka. Neptunas going the other way. Decide to settle here. Plenty of time on the clock for them. After the steal, they'll find Palacios with the mismatch. Quick passing into the open shooter. Well, Vichkovicius couldn't knock it down. And Erding goes between his legs, gets into the lane all the way. Mario Erding, the crowd are on their feet here. Capital Orlando getting some momentum at the end of this first half then. A strong drive for Mario Erding. First points of the game for the Slovakian. And the decibels raising here in Capital Orlando as their team has gone on a little run.
Everybody, when you drive, no, please, stand. Drive, only drive. Open. Let's play both sides, regular play. Good screen. Cut. Watch fast, no situation. Cut. Keep going till then. Finish with the ball pick. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, that's what it means to the Capital Orlando fans. Rightfully full of voice now after a good run from their team. They've finally broken the back of the game, perhaps. They trailed 20-30 just a second ago. 6-1 run for them. In 1 minute, I've seen them right back into this game here, and it could be more. Still, kick ahead. Mario Erding, can he get there? He does get a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Opportunities like this, will they come back to haunt Capital Orlando, though? Erding gives a thumb up, but Ali Begovic had his man open, couldn't find him. They'll come with that pressure once again. Sabutis pushes everyone away. There's no problem bringing it over the half, and now they'll get into their offense. He cuts to the ring, back into screen. Here he has it. Well guarded by Kulbuka. Palacios, quick turn and finish. Oh, and Palacios, strong move from him. And a needed basket for Neptunas then, just to steady the ship. Offensive foul. Oh, back-to-back plays for Neptunas, one at either end. Kavicius draws the charge as Wojciechowski's going to come back in. Let's have a look. Where is Wojciechowicz? Yeah, good call. Clearly got in front of his man. Neptunas then bring it in. Same play here for Neptunas. Sabutis once again. This time he's better guarded. As Palacios has it. Quick turn and fire. Doesn't go. Good rebound from Kulbuka. He'll push in transition, showing his versatility. Mario Erding now finds Kulbuka. He goes along the baseline. A little floater is good. And finally, Kulbuka gets the first score of the game here. Erding doing a good job hounding Jerry Johnson out there on the perimeter. Shot clock's already to 12. And Capital Orlando finished the play here. Erding recovers well. And now they'll try and find Palacios in the side, inside Neptunas. He can't finish. And a strong rebound from Stoutens. Floor is sped. Wojciechowski loses it. Palacios picks it up. Numbers for him. He'll pass ahead. Sabutis continues his fantastic first half as he is the first man into double digits. And now to Sabutis, ahead of the pack. Lays it up for two after the strong work of Juan Palacios. Kulbuka, his immediate response is short. And look at Klaipeda once again. Neptunas pushing it down the floor. Johnson wide open. Buries it. Oh, 5 in a row, and Neptunas open up the double-digit lead once again. Just when it looked like Capital Orlando had found their way back into the game, Neptunas have responded and opened up a double-digit lead. Edwards, who'd been on the bench for a long time, is going to come back for Capital Orlando, and they need him. Another turnover, chance to run. Neptunas, Kisilus is fouled. Wojciechowski sacrifices a personal, saves his team a certain 2 points. The question is, will Lemonis Kisilus make 2 from the line? So coach Max Vitus looks on. He must be happy with the response of his team. Perhaps not that happy with the overall body of work in that first half, allowing Capital Orlando back in. But the response has been solid from his team. After that little blip, at 90 seconds or so, they really lost control. 2 shots here. Make 1 of 2. Palacios could make it a great possession. He can't, but Kisselus can. Oh, the 13-point lead is back once more. Capital Orlando only got themselves to blame here as we have 30 seconds left. First half action. Edwards drawing all the attention. Loses it. Another turnover. Another chance to run. Neptunas Sabutis behind the back. And the finish is good. Buchkavikus knocks it down. And defense to offense for Neptunas. Edwards will pull up, taking the quick 3. Doesn't go. One final chance, perhaps. Bounces. Palacios clips it away. And a strong finish to the first half means that Neptunas have opened up a lead here, 43-28. Just as it looked as though Capital Orlando had found themselves back in contention, got themselves back into this game. It is the largest lead of the game for the Lithuanian team. Just 2 of 10 from 3-point range for Capital Orlando. And then I think the other total is going to be on the next page. The turnovers for them, 12 turnovers, but I think it was 4 of them coming in that final minute or so, giving Neptunas the opportunity to turn steals into transition as they have scored 13 points on the break. Neptunas led by Ronaldo Sabutis then, and then Palacios with the 3 steals. I think all 3 of those he managed to turn into fast break opportunities for his team. Work to be done. Capital Orlando had their opportunity. Edwards was scoring, had a good scoring punch off the bench as well from Ali Begovic, who has 7 points. But after all that great work, they have been undone once again, and they trail by 15. We're going to leave you some highlights of the first half action then. Neptunas 43-28 in the lead over Capital Orlando. Half-time here then in Sicily. It is Group B action of the Basketball Champions League. Game day 5. Neptunas Klaipeda have the 15-point lead at 43-28 over the hometown Capital Orlando team. And really this first half is the struggles of Capital Orlando offensively. They have just 9 field goals in the game in comparison to 12 turnovers, 8 foul shots as well. And any time you nearly have as many free throws as you do field goals, makes you have more turnovers than field goals. You know you're going to be struggling to put points on the board. That's exactly it. Justin Edwards, the Canadian, has 8 of their 28 points. Mirza Alibegovic as well has 7. And Wojciechowski 5 himself. Well, there's work to be done for their team if they hope to come back. They did get it back to a 6-point game right towards the end of that second quarter, but then Neptunas turned up the defensive pressure, recorded a number of steals. They burst into transition, and that was the lead opening up once again. So Capital Orlando with the ball, come down. It's the same 5 that started the game for them, except Alibegovic is on the floor in place of Justin Edwards, who picked up those foul problems in the first half. Edwards on the bench with 3 as Orlando make the first score of the second half. It was Denis Ikolov. And then the other way, Kiselev can't finish for Neptunas. He stays with it and puts it home. Well, Neptunas had no problems really offensively. They had a lull in the midpoint of the quarter, but then their defensive pressure. They scored 100, just turned up. They scored 114 points last week in the Basketball Champions League, Neptunas. They won't get to that figure tonight, I'm sure, but they can spurt. Alibegovic puts it on the floor, kicks it out. Ikolov has it rejected, and this is where Neptunas dangerous. In transition with open floor. Gazunas reverses. Sabutis waits. Directs a bit of traffic. He wants to try and get it into hands of Palacios, but it's taken away. Kulbuka pushes in transition, loses it. Finds Alibegovic, he'll take the 3, and Alibegovic off the bench has been a spark. He knocks it down, moves to double figures. 2 threes for him. Alibegovic gets his team closer here. Lead to 12. Sabutis pulls up. Does he get the roll? No. Mario Erding grabs in the rebound. One of a collection of teenagers already seen action for Capital Orlando here. Erding all the way. Can't finish though. The rebound batted around. Goes out. I think that'll be Neptunas' ball. Yeah. Referees talk it over. And it goes to Neptunas. And will be brought in on the baseline by the number 51, Puchkovicius. As Ivan Palacios brings it down and finds Gazunas. To the inside. Puchkovicius can't finish. 5 for the rebound. Wojciechowski grabs it in. Here comes Mario Erding. Erding sees a little bit of space, but pulls it out. Defense switches. Gets the right matchups. Wojciechowski trying to back in, can't be found. Ikolov will take the jump shot. Good work from that man, Alibegovic, once more. Well, he gets a round of applause from the crowd. Alibegovic done a great job. There's the shot clock to 5 here. Erding takes the 3. Doesn't get it. And it goes out of bounds. Back for Neptunas. Erding trying to guard up the floor, pressure Gazunas, but easily broken by the Lithuanian guard. Good penetration, 9-5. Fine, can Kiselev finish? No. Wojciechowski does a good job, but now Erding told to push it. He'll take the 3 in transition. Doesn't get it to go. Di Carlo, his coach on the side, was telling him to raise this tempo. And now he's going to commit the foul. See Mario Erding He's trying to squeeze over the top of the screen. Picks up the foul. Substitutions. Sabutis goes out. There he is. Coach Svitas looks on. Inside, easy finish for Vučkovičius. Well, the first cut is often a decoy, but he just got wide open. Vučkovičius, and he moves to 7 points personal now. 4 assists, 7 rebounds as well for him. Strong game. There's the inside play. Great pass. Nikolov finds Wojciechowski. Capital Orlando having an easier time scoring here in this second half. Points very difficult to come by in that opening 20 minutes. Dribbling. And the penetration from Gazunas just goes into trouble. Ali Begovic once more. Look at this. Did a good job. Good help coming from Wojciechowski as well. Here is the play from Coach Di Carlo. Ali Begovic will be the point guard. Nikolov comes high. That's the floor spread. Now put it on the floor. Gets into the ring. Great cookout. Kulbuka finally got a clean look at the ring. He hasn't had many. He's just 1 of 6 from the field. Kulbuka has not had a good game against his compatriots. Palacios, a lot of room. Finds the open man. The 3 doesn't fall, so Palacios gets to the ring. Another offensive rebound. Zunas will wait here. Crosses over, left to right. Flips it out. And now the pull-up. Doesn't go. That was Linkaitis missing. Ali Begovic to the inside. Wojciechowski gets the roll. Capo Orlando within 10. Strong start for them here. 9-4 lead for them in the third period. Vučkovičius kicks it out. Open 3. Doesn't go. Linkaitis comes up short. And Mario Erding will try and penetrate off the screen. Defense just playing him for the drive, though. Look at the effort. Okolov can't finish. And Dennis Okolov. He's done a tremendous job. He averages just 4 points per game. Well, here today he's been inspired. 5 points already. Chance to boost that number even more. And Kovalev knocks down number 1. Round of applause from Coach Di Carlo. And the second gets his team within single digits. So similar to what we saw them do in the second quarter then. Capo Orlando, little spark there. Point went on the wrong side. Should be 39-47. That would get corrected for you in a second. As Palacios reverses it around. And now he's picked up. Linkaitis has it. He'll try and penetrate. Zelonis was there, but the rebound doesn't fall for him. As it's picked up, Gazunas, and he'll knock it down. Oh, effort play for Neptunas. Mario Erding. Now, Kulbuka, offensive foul. The screen from Delas. As we get the score right for you on the caption. 49 plays 39 here. Offensive foul against Mario Delas. Wonder how long we're going to be able to wait until we see Justin Edwards. He does have 3 fouls, but his team need him. If they can get on a run here, they can make this interesting. If he stays out for too long, well, there'll be a game for him to come back onto. So substitutions for Capo Orlando. Edwards does come back on. In some ways, they get even younger. The 19-year-old Mario Ering goes out. He is replaced by the 17-year-old Matteo Lagana. He is guarding the ball, guarding Joe Johnson. Lagana gave a good, solid performance in the first half. 0 for 1 from the field. 1 rebound, 1 assist in his 5 minutes. Ali Begovic, a high five. From the side, it'll be brought in into the hands of Johnson. Dylan Linkaitis trying to find some room. Here he is, scoring up. Defense switches. They'll go to Palacios here, surely. They tried. It was kicked over by Dallas with just 3 on the clock. It'll be reset to 14. Palacios goes out. Back in comes Gaudicus. 14 now for Neptunas. Gaudicus. Got away with a travel as the 3 is good and a foul. Dallas is going to pick up back-to-back fouls. And it's a huge play. Linkaitis knocks down the 3. Just as Capital Orlando gets some momentum. Every time there's a play, a chance for them, something goes wrong. Frustration for Di Carlo. Watch the feet here of Gaudicus. That was the question I think he's asking of the officials. Extra point knocked down by Dylan Linkaitis. 7 for him. And a lead back to 14. Edwards. Calls for the play. Shot clock's already at 14 though. The glove and take the 3. Foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going to go against Jalonis. Sign on possession. Lagana comes over, brings it in. Jalonis goes out. Glove trying to find Ali Begovic flaring to that far side. Good defense though. Ichkovicius tipped it out of bounds. Dead on 3 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Lagana to bring it in. Ali Begovic has it. 6 on the clock. He'll take the 3. He's been shooting it well. Ali Begovic. He'll knock down another one. Oh, we said the woes in that first half of Capo Orlando. Ali Begovic has made 3 threes now. 3 of the 4 makes for his team. And he's been a great scoring punch for his team. In response, Dylan Linkaitis knocks down a 3 of his own. Oh, the man who was the MVP of the Baltic Basketball League last year, the finals MVP, moved over now to Neptunas. And Dylan Linkaitis off the bench. 10 points. Ali Begovic the other way, glides in and gets the score. Well, Ali Begovic has barely scored without being fouled. He started off the game with a 3-point play just like this. He's had a 4-point play as well. He's had like the complete set. But it has been a strong offensive game for him. Ali Begovic, 15 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Can he add to it here? He can't. Begovic came in averaging 4.8 points per game. Tripled his average already. Still got more than a quarter left. There's Johnson. Finds some room off the screen. Takes the 3. Doesn't go. Edwards grabs it in. Chance for Capital Orlando to run, perhaps. Oh, quick hands from Dylan Linkaitis. There's Dallas. Puts it on the floor. Gives it back to Edwards now. He'll take a wide open jump shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Dylan Linkaitis brings it down. And it's Neptunas slowing it now. Johnson in no hurry. As the open man. And at the ring, strong move. Gaudicus gets it to go. Oh, Gaudicus, those thick shoulders. And he moves. Spins to the basket. You've got to be ready to hold your ground. The three is good. Denis Ikolov knocks down the triple. Tripler, as it's announced here in the arena. First three from him. Sabutis finds that room all the way. Too easy for the lead scorer for Neptunas. Give a man of his experience that much space, and he is going to score every time. 13 points, 3 assists. There you see the numbers from him. Begovic trying to find some room off the dribble this time. Hangs in the air, loses it. Who else but Sabutis in transition? 2-on-1, gives it up to Gaudicus. Perhaps one pass too many though from the big man. And Edwards coming the other way. Ali Begovic for three. Short, but he gets his own rebound. Shot clock was reset to 14, so he will hold here. Into the hands of Edwards. He's only got 5. He's going to have to go swiftly. Edwards draws 2 defenders. Doesn't know about the shot clock, does he? 24-second violation against Capital Orlando. And Neptunas will have 11 seconds left here. Capital Orlando substitute. Ali Begovic out. As Stoutens comes back in, as does Mario Erding. Coach Max Vitus calling the play from the sideline. Doesn't want to use up a timeout here. Plenty of time for his team, especially with this veteran head of Aranis Sabutis on the floor. Here he is. Look at that. All the way. Sabutis glides in. Draws the foul. He went early. Still 3 seconds to go. Strautins picks up the foul. Out the line, and out the Sabutis. Silver medalist for the Lithuanian national team in the 2013 and 15 Eurobaskets. He is, as I already talked about, one of those 15 players selected for the November window for the World Championship team, alongside Mindaugas Gerdiunas and also Arnas Bichkavicius. 3 players for Neptunas. And returning out for Lithuania, perhaps. Sabutis then steadies himself at the line. Knocks it down. 3 seconds left. Edwards just manages to collect it in. It was nearly turned over. Will he get the shot away? He does. But not a clean look. As the third quarter comes to an end here. Positives perhaps for Neptunas, or for Capital Orlando at times. But just like the other 2 quarters, Neptunas finished strongly and maintained this 15-point lead, 62-47. And the numbers going up for Capital Orlando. They're steadily increased quarter by quarter as their offensive output has increased. They tied that quarter 19 apiece. But still, you've got to say, they had opportunities to cut the lead even more. Neptunas feeling comfortable right now. You feel like they've got enough left in this tank to see this game through. But those of you who have been watching Basketball Champions League action will know no victory is ever easy. We've seen some remarkable comebacks already this season. Will we be in treat for another one here? 15-point lead. Neptunas Klaipeda have the advantage right now, but they are searching for their first win on the road in this competition. Capital Orlando searching for their first win, home or away, this season in the Basketball Champions League. They have won 2 of 3 in Italy. So you see some of those highlights of the third quarter. A 4-point play for Delininkaitis. For the man of the game so far for Capital Orlando. There he is, Ali Begovic, knocking down another triple. 15 points for him, as he and Sabutis lead the way, tied with the game's high of 15. We are underway in the fourth quarter. 17-year-old Lagana controls the ball then. Reverses into the hands of Mario Delas. Delas to Kubuka. Kubuka trying to find some room. Turns it over. Here comes Delininkaitis. Goes to the inside. Gaudikus uses his strength to power through the foul. Gets the score. And he will go to the line. So, Nagana brings it down. Here is Kubuka again. Turns it over. Johnson in transition. A lot of numbers for Neptunas. He will pull it out. Uses this high screen from Gaudikus one way, then the other. Now he'll kick it out to Sabutis, who continues his strong game. Well, Sabutis is having a great season in the Basketball Champions League for Neptunas. He averages 13 a game. It's going to get increased here because he has 18 now on the night here. Leads his team as Edwards draws the foul. Good backdoor cut from Edwards. Scoreless here in the second half. Justin Edwards, 8 points in the opening few minutes he had. Started his college career at the University of Maine. Transferred over to Kansas State. And then played last year, first professional season in Europe, in Hungary. Yes. Moves to 10 points. 19-point lead for Neptunas. Johnson. Find some room, Johnson, all the way. Fouled before the shot. Sideline possession. Yeah. You can see they're reaching from behind. Erding's second. Delininkaitis to Sabutis. They hit Gaudikus. He'll set that big screen. Trying to get some room for Johnson. Delininkaitis on the kick out, doing what he does. Knocking it down for three. 13 points for Delininkaitis. Fourth three of the evening. There you see. So 12 of those points come from the three-point line. The extra bonus and when he was fouled shooting one of those threes. Edwards just can't find any room. Kenny Edwards, defense now keying on him. The three way off. Neptunas will try and run here. Johnson, good fake. Oh, flips it over to Gaudikus, who gets the finish. Gaudikus gets the soft touch, and it's going to be a timeout for Capital Orlando. They've got to be careful here. Game in danger of getting ugly indeed, as an 11-2 start to the fourth quarter has seen Neptunas open up this lead once again. It is 73-49.
Corri e vai vicino a lui, move screen. start to attack, okay? Next call, play L one more time, or motion to move everybody, okay? L or motion. Attack, for the left, you must roll. Roll, watch for the shot. Offense the same, guys. You see good defense, be back. No situation, stop.
Great insight into the timeouts from both teams. Let's see what Neptunas can do. Coming out of the timeout, will they continue to turn up this pressure defensively? Will Capital Orlando trying to find the rhythm here. Erding comes down. Glove gets it back to him. They're going to try and isolate him on the mismatch at Glove. Here he gets it, but good work from Johnson. Although, not quite as good as I first thought as he's whistled for the foul. That's just the little pull of the hip from Johnson. Not necessarily on the ball. Got a clean deflection. Nikolov knocks it down. Nikolov has had a good game, hasn't he? Has not stopped battling on the inside. And you can see the 12 points, 2 rebounds as well. Johnson, a lot of room for his three. Looks a little flat, but makes it. First triple of the game. And Jerry Johnson. Excuse me, second triple of the game. Response doesn't fall. An open look in the corner. It is good. Vučkovičius knocks down the three, just wide open. Too easy for Neptunas. They've got great shooters on this team. We talked about the way they shot it in that 114-point performance last week. Nearly 50% from the three-point line on that occasion. Johnson commits the foul. Neptunas 9 of 17. Again, they're over 50% as a team. Incredible shooting from them. Erding trying to look, find something. Wojciechowski's guarded closely. Erding puts it on the floor, can't finish. Easy rebound from Kisilus. Vučkovičius puts it on the floor, loses it as he tried to skip it to the far side. Trying to find Belauskas. As Gaudikas scores again. So first action for the number 30 for Neptunas, Jonas Belauskas. Edwards goes with the left hand, can't finish. Gets the foul against Johnson. Crowd haven't lost their voice here. There's contact. And hear the drums still ringing out here in Sicily. They have a long way to go, though, to try and pull their team back. They trail by 30. As Neptunas will sub once more. Out goes Kisilus. And back in comes Matas Utikas. Utikas saw some time in that first half. Didn't have a bad performance. 3 points, 1 rebound in 3.5 minutes. There's Edwards at the line. Makes it. Moves to 12 points personal, Justin Edwards. Johnson can't find the room, so call the screen from Gaudikas. He'll roll. He's got some mismatch on the inside, but the three is good for Vučkovičius. Takes down another one. Vučkovičius having another man with a strong game. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. 5 of 8 he is from the field. another 3 for the Lithuanian team as Gaudikas grabs in the rebound, pushes it down the floor, sets that screen. Johnson, that flat shot again. Doesn't go. He's a good three-point shooter. Edwards tries to find that seam. Good defense from Eutychus. As now Johnson controls the play. Johnson waits for this high screen from Gaudikas, but this time it's an offensive foul. Yeah, good call from the official. Johnson wanders to the bench. He was trying to turn the corner, but yeah, Gaudikas just pushed against Erding. And it'll be a timeout for Capital Orlando. They trail here by 30 after a huge fourth quarter push from Neptunas. 21 points have already scored here. 21-6. They lead this quarter.
Attack, if not, swing, pick and roll. Right? Don't stop shooting. You understand? Change pace, finish strong. Okay? Okay? Let's go. Defense the same, red, both of them.
Come on, guys,
Get
come on.
concentration, space.
Enjoy the basketball.
Let's go.
Enjoy the basketball.
Players back out onto the floor. As it is possession for Capital Orlando. Mario Erding. Brings it down. We got a whistle and a foul. Eutychus, I think, picks up the foul. Yeah, Eutychus there. Confirmation, second foul. At the line, Denis Nikolov makes the first, continues his strong individual performance, only above what we've come to see from him. He averages 4 points, 3 rebounds, 13 points already tonight. Just brings it down. Hands it over into the hands of Yunus. Yunus's foul. It is a very young backcourt out there for Capital Orlando. Average age of 18. 17-year-old Laguna, 19-year-old Erding out there playing great minutes at the Basketball Champions League level. The 3 is off and away. Doesn't fall for Belauskis. Now, Gulev. Wojciechowski hands it to Laguna. Laguna into the lane. Kick out. Trying to find Ali Begovic. The shot clock to 6. Erding has to force it up. Can't finish. He's at a rough night. Manuel Erding, 1 of 10 from the field. Gaskis, Godunus waiting. Goes into the hands of Palacios. Neptunas looking to finish strong with this lineup on the floor. Palacios showing the ball handling. Wojciechowski picks it up. And line possession. 4th team foul against Capital Orlando. Tipped out by Wojciechowski. Brought in from the side then. Nice kick out pass. Looking for Belauskis. Now Palacios pulls up, knocks it down. 1 Palacios moves to double figures. Another man there for Neptunas. 30-point lead established once more. Mario Erding still searching. Can't find any room. Ali Begovic has it tipped away. 1 back by Capital Orlando. Shot clock to 5. Ali Begovic trying to find some room. Makes the extra pass, but it's not going to be away in time. There's the shot clock violation against Capital Orlando. Great defense from Neptunas. As they will sub here. Out goes Arnas Vučkovičius. 12 points, 9 rebounds for him. Don't think we'll be seeing him again. As Kisselus comes in. Neptunas then break the pressure into the hands of Palacios. It is Gazunas. Gazunas pulls up. It looked like it was going to be a shot. Wojciechowski and Erding nearly turn it over, playing in transition. Erding looked like he lost it, but a foul will be called against Belauskas. Substitution. Palacios goes out. The shot doesn't fall. Erding missed it. 3 teenagers now on the floor together for this final 2 minutes 16 seconds for the Italian team. Mario Erding, the Slovakian. Laguna, the Italian 17-year-old. And Kalbuka, the 19-year-old. As we'd also see the substitution for first action here on the season is Giorgio Galipio for Capital Orlando. Another 17-year-old on the floor. They did take out Mario Erding. Kisselus draws the foul. Lev goes out. Strautins comes in, so under 20 team on the floor for Capital Orlando. Strautins at 19, Kalbuka 19, and then Galipio and Lagahana, the 17-year-old Italians out there together alongside the veteran of Jakub Wojciechowski. And he is calling as Galippo gets it back. So that's a little fake. And Galippo, confident looking shot from him, doesn't fall. To the delight of the crowd. And rebound taken in by Yalonis. And now it is held by Belauskas. Belauskas will throw it up. Buka can't handle it. Strautins tips it away. Another substitution for Capital Orlando. And it'll be Wojciechowski to go out. Round of applause for Wojciechowski. He's had a solid game. 9.6 rebounds for him. Out he goes. We won't see him again. As the 3 is knocked down. Another 3. And the substitution comes Andrea Donda. So the under-20 lineup is on the floor now for Capital Orlando. No one over the age of 19 out there right now for this final 90 seconds or so. The 3 rejected. Neptunas have a chance to run. Yalonis gives it up. On the far side. No hurry for Gadunas. He goes to Ubuka. Eutychus. Reverse doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound. And an elbow to the face for Kisselus. It's Eutychus on the little reverse. Doesn't get it to fall. Oh, just a loose hand. And as Kulbuka goes out. Kulbuka, not a game to remember for him. 1 of 6 in the field. 2 points. Antonio Zanetta, another 17-year-old out there. And the number 15 for Capo Orlando. As the foul shot is good. Round of applause from Coach Di Carlo. He's happy. One of his teenagers getting on the score. Donda makes 2 of 2. So the 18-year-old collects his first points of his Basketball Champions League career. Seen action in a couple of other games. There's the lob. Yubuka throws it down. Eutychus. An easy finish. Lagana. Donda squares up, fires the jumper. Smooth looking stroke for Donda. He moves to 4. As Neptunas will hold for the final shot here. Kauskas, goodness. Draws the double team and the pass. A poor one from Belauskas. Kissless little smile. 6 seconds left then. What can Capo Orlando do here? Nagana will use that high screen. Tries to find some room. Defense switches. He throws it up. It doesn't fall. So a strong performance for Neptunas Klaipeda. They will move to 4 wins and 1 loss in Group B then, as they have performed very well indeed here on the road and picked up the victory. Neptunas Klaipeda 90, Capo Orlando 60. And the search continues for the Italian team, looking for their first win. So, players shake hands, a strong 4th quarter. Saw Neptunas really cap off this game. The way they played. Had performances throughout the roster, but once again, it's that strong 3-point shooting threat they possess. 10 of 20 they were as a team. They were led by 4 guys in double figures. A strong team performance. Nobody playing more than the 30 minutes of Arnas Butchkevicius. He played 30 minutes, and really it was easy work for the Lithuanian team, which put up 114 points last week. They put up 90 more here today. The numbers, see the 3-point shooting, just the percentages all over the floor from them. They've dominated on the glass as well. It really was a convincing performance from the Lithuanian team. They've had a strong season, both here and domestically. Just 12 turnovers. Capo Orlando did a better job looking after the ball in the second half. And you've got to say, they tied the third quarter 19 apiece. And they performed better as the game went on. Ali Begovic was a big spark for them with those 15 points. With the veteran presence of Sabutis, a medal winner, multiple European championships, showed his worth to this Neptunas team. There are the scorers. Ikolev as well, 14 points. Edwards had 12, although he was hamstrung in that second half with foul trouble. For Neptunas, Sabutis, Delininkaitis, and Butchkevicius, the 3 men selected for that Lithuanian national team, were the 3 top scorers here today. And the fans in Sicily will go home disappointed once again. Still, Capo Orlando remain rooted to the bottom of Group B with 0 wins. Neptunas will move to the top as Tenerife and Ludwigsburg search for the victory in their games tomorrow night. So, what job done so far for Neptunas, as they will be back next week as they face off at home against PAOK. They've enjoyed a strong start at home in the Basketball Champions League. PAOK, never an easy opponent, as once more Capo Orlando will be here in Sicily. Will be on the road, going to Latvia to face off against Ventspils, searching for their first win. It's been an enjoyable game for you here tonight. I will leave you with some highlights of the game as Neptunas take the 90-60 victory over Capo Orlando.